Welcome to Aseira, The Biting Cold, Part 2. Last time, a group of elite soldiers of the Congregation of the Inferno, called a Pyre, were headed south in order to investigate some disturbances. Many nearby towns were ransacked and pillaged, with nothing left over. No corpses, no flesh, barely even bloodstains. It was eerie. And many messengers sent out to these places never returned. The Pyre was tasked with finding whatever caused this and ending it, burning it out. Thankfully, one of their member, Eliara, heard from the flame that whatever this danger was, it was to the south, in the woods, in the Silver Canopy. And so the Pyre set off. It wasn't long before they found the trail they were looking for, though it was obscured by snow, and it led them to a crater of some kind. Somewhat recent looking, and at the bottom of the crater was a cave, as though the cave had been broken into by whatever struck from above. The Pyre entered this cave in search of whatever might be terrorizing the locals, and quickly found some monsters within. Foul fiends and demons. No words were spared, it was straight into combat, and there's been lots of murder so far. The Pyre is good at what they do. They are vicious, and they have burnt everything in sight. And so I will move us over to that map again. You have all recently encountered a number of things that jumped out of the walls at you, very nasty, with strange limbs that didn't seem natural, that could stretch and twist and bite at you as if they were mouths rather than hands, and they tried to inflict you with some sort of nasty poison, but thankfully you're all relatively okay, it seems. And it looks like everyone has now loaded in, so the floor is yours.
I forget the voice I gave my character. Shit.
Alright, so
What was that? It hurts looking at you and standing next to you.
Oh, apologies. That was simply the glorious radiance of the flame that I've been blessed with.
I see. I will try to stand further away.
You all ready to keep moving?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, let's go.
Let's wait at the mouth up here.
Alright.
You see a
Careful.
strange light bouncing off the walls ahead of you. Just a single beam of pulsing purple light.
That does not look good. What do you think, Julius?
No,
It's time to kill it.
it's coming. Oh no, wait, hold on. It's coming from dead ahead. So let's check this path on the left first.
You,
I'd also say we probably shouldn't step into the light.
It does look like it might burn.
as you step forward slightly farther, you start to pick up some faint sounds coming from the northern path as well. Sound like voices, but not in a language that I think any of you recognize.
Yato will push towards the front, anticipating combat. I will not be left behind this time.
Whoa, now.
Looks like the left
gonna be
leads
fucked up in
to a
there.
Actually-
dead end.
Does Tatsili see anything about the end of that corridor that would indicate the little door icon I see?
Yes, you can see there is a bit of stone that is clearly separate from the others around it, and looks like it would be moved out of the way. Hard to tell more from this distance and in dark vision, but
Yep.
it's clearly different than just a wall up ahead, though it is crudely made.
Someone may be hiding behind there. I should suspect they are not friendly. I pick up a rock.
Well, we don't
Neither
wanna
are
get-
we.
Aram, you're a little higher up now, and you can start to more clearly pick out some words here. Whoever's up ahead is speaking in Infernal, and it sounds like a prayer. So you've never heard
boy.
of this strange name to whom they're praying.
It sounds like some kind of prayer down the hallway that's in an infernal. I think.
Infernal.
Yes,
I did a quick check on everybody's sheets, but if anyone else knows Infernal, you'd be hearing it too.
definitely infernal.
That is not good, right?
What's it
I'm
saying?
not sure who they're praying to though. Never heard of them before.
Yes, can you make out what they're saying?
Roll me a perception check.
Woo! Perception 26.
All right, now that you stop and you've alerted the rest of the pyre that you're trying to make out what they're saying, and everybody kind of quiets down and tries to remain still, you can hear a bit more clearly. They are praying to some more powerful being than them, though you wouldn't necessarily say they speak with the reverence of a deity. But the name is Ir Akkad.
Okay, so not Labarna.
You catch a few more words here and there. Ir Akkad, the Scourge.
I will relay that.
Any chance I've heard of that person?
You can make me we'll say religion check.
Alright.
I have the strangest feeling of deja vu.
14. Probably not.
No, but Barum does hear more here. They're asking for strength. They're asking for sustenance. They're asking for power. Not so much survival as just there's some greed in this prayer, and it's dark in nature. Some of the concepts don't translate cleanly into common, because Infernal is a very evil language, but
And
you're able to get some of
continuing
those
relay.
concepts. Yeah.
Now, which way was that coming from again?
It was down towards the light.
I see a flame down this way.
If there is life, we should purge it. We should not avoid it.
Listen,
Indeed.
Fanta's bleeding out the fucking boots, and there's a door on the left. Let's go check it out, yeah, and heal the man up.
I can stand for much longer.
Is it not usually true when there is chanting, there is spell casting? Do we maybe want to stop this spell casting?
Where there's spellcasting, there's a time limit.
I
Know anything about ear something or other? Do I?
You can roll a religion check.
All right.
Did whoever was listening to the Infernal and understood it explain what they heard?
Yes.
Yeah. I was relaying what they were saying.
Cool.
Give me a minute. Julius is gonna go back to this door over here and inspect it.
Give me an investigation check.
Not my strong suit.
Yeah, it looks like this slides out of the way, but you don't find any interface that would allow you to do that easily.
I'm gonna hit it with my hammer.
Make an attack roll.
I feel like I've heard that recently.
Oh, it's been a while.
All right, go ahead and roll damage. All right, immediately frustrated by the door in front of you, you pull back your hammer and go for a mighty swing. You chip off a large piece of this door. It clatters to the ground, and the explosion from your hammer echoes down to the rest of you down here. It actually is quite loud because of the small confined space. The door is still there, and you can see by the chunk that you've ripped off, which is about the size of a softball, there's still more door behind it. Whatever this is, it's pretty thick. Might take you a while to continue at this rate.
That might not be the smartest idea.
Mm-hmm.
The chanting stops.
Oh, it wasn't the smartest idea.
Okay, well, realize I might have made a bit of a foible back there.
Just a little bit, but you did a good job.
I can't see anything.
You try fire on the door.
Nope.
Oh, now I see something.
Yes,
Excuse me?
out of the fire, Fanta has seen several figures, much like ones that you have recently murdered, start to emerge.
Fireball.
As if they're just being materialized by the fire.
Yeah, that fireball was serious. 100% fireball.
Okay. Let's go ahead and enter initiative then.
Fuck yeah!
Doot.
Like, is there ever a situation where you don't see a ghoul and just immediately cast fireball?
No.
Always immediately.
Somewhere
cast
Faye is
fireball.
smiling.
No, senor.
All right, there we go.
How does it make everyone feel to know I still have a cast of Wall of Fire?
Oh gosh.
I'm going to
Not
fucking
good.
kill you.
Do not.
All right, let's pick
I'd
that
rather you
up.
cast something else.
I'm gonna do it.
But then you block our line of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah, did I really get a fucking 1?
So, how I'm going to handle this is you jumped in with Fireball, it didn't warn anybody, so everyone else is surprised.
Yeehaw.
So I'm just going to start skipping over turns until we get to Fanta, who will cast Fireball, and then we'll continue from there.
Woo!
Forgot
All right.
about this character's ungodly initiative.
Yes, yeah. So you were very high in the initiative, but unless you have a feature that lets you not be surprised, then I'll
Nah, that's
skip over
fine. I'd
your
rather
turn.
have people go first.
All right, so Fanta, go ahead and place that fireball while I get music going, and
Oh.
I'll start rolling deck saves.
As soon as he sees ghouls come around the corner, he goes, "There you are!" And I will fire it right on this dude.
Okay, and that's you should have a place template button on the fireball once you cast it,
Oh, hold on.
just
Let
to
me
make
go
it
look.
easier for me to see which ones that hits.
Alright, standard roll. Place measure template. Look at that.
Hey,
Oh my god.
and it's
There,
pretty
right
too.
there.
All right, so a flash of light erupts through the cave ahead of you, even brighter and kind of drowning out the purple light as Fanta unleashes just a bit of the light of the sun that he's got within him ahead of him and tries to burn these things out. So they are all going to make deck saves. Let's see, there, that is... Okay, and
Oh
your
my.
DC is 14. Two of them passed. And you rolled 30 damage. Great. So, this one failed. You hear screeching ahead of you as this fire erupts out. So this one takes full damage. And this one takes half damage. This one takes half damage, and all the others melt away immediately as they exit from one fire into another and burn up.
Woo!
Nice.
All right. Anything else on your turn,
Okay.
Fanta?
Fanta's just got this huge grin as the firelight dances in his eyes, and he's like, yes, watch them burn.
All right.
Fucking pyro.
Many of these things, one of them just recently singed by your fireball, are starting to run down the tunnel in the direction that they heard the casting come from. Yato, it is your turn. There are
Alright,
several
cool.
targets that have come charging at you.
Oh. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Might as well get here for 30. And then I'm gonna make 2 attacks with my V broadsword.
Okay.
Oh, attack.
That's a hit.
Do I want to smite? Do I have spells? Fuck, I should have checked this stuff out earlier. I do, but this seems so little I don't want to. Alright. Damage.
All right.
18 points of damage?
You swing your sword at it, and the
For the first
flames, yeah, the light of the flames of your sword glint off the blade as you cut this thing's head clean off its body.
Woo! Sweet. And then can I pick up and throw a rock as a second attack or not?
If you have not used your object interaction yet this turn, then that would be free, yeah, to pick up a rock.
All right, cool. Then I will pick up a rock and throw it
All right.
at that other one I see right in front of me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that attack. I can't remember if we programmed that in already, but if not,
I
that would
feel
just
like
be.
we did somewhere.
You have an improvised
Stoneharrow.
weapon somewhere. That which would be Stoneharrow. Perfect. A 10 does not hit, unfortunately. After you cut through the first one so quickly, you reach down and chuck a rock, but in your haste, you throw too high, and it hits the pillar up here ahead of you.
Got too excited.
A little bit.
Okay.
Anything else, Yato?
Nope. That's my turn.
All right. More of these creatures begin to pour in around the edges of the cave. Julius, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna move up here. Oh, the right click thing doesn't work. Alright. And I'm gonna just do a firebolt at that one right in front of me.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
go for it.
Alright. Attack roll.
That is a
That's
hit.
garbage. Oh, wow. Okay. Red. 12 points fire damage.
Nice. So this one first ducks underneath the rock that was thrown in that direction as it runs around the corner, and then looks up and immediately gets a firebolt in the face. The firebolt drills into one of its eyes and just leaves this singed socket. Anything else, Julius? Julius? Julius.
Went
from Yato to
I
Julius.
just give a big dwarven belly laugh and then pass turn.
All right.
That's all I can do.
Eliara, you have recovered
Jordan.
from being surprised. Yes.
I forgot that I have a feature that lets me take my turn if I'm surprised but not incapacitated.
Oh, okay.
Can I go between before this round starts?
Yeah, I'll say that's fine.
Okay, thank
So
you.
we'll let you take your turn now. And then we'll get to
I-
Eliara.
Thank you. Sorry, Eliora. I do have to rage before doing anything else, so I do that.
Okay.
That lets me immediately move 20 feet.
Yep.
And then I am going to hurl a rock in my angeriness at the guy next to Jato, whichever it is. Sorry.
Yato. Yeah.
Very angrily scoop a rock off the floor. That's a hit. And after its eye was burned completely off, it has a little bit harder time dodging anything, and that rock hits it right on the bridge of the nose and just caves the skull in. And that one is down.
Pass turn.
Okay, now it's Eliar's turn.
Dope. So Elior is just gonna pop up behind Julius here and fire off her bonus action, seeing herself to give her advantage, and then elemental blast.
Okay. Hopefully this should have given you a third one. Oh well. So you can roll again to see if you get a crit. Oh, okay. That is a hit though.
And then I'll add the amplified.
Okay. For 11 total?
Yep.
Alright. Your elemental blast pretty much knocks one of its arms completely off as it sears through the shoulder and out the back. Anything else?
She is going to. Yeah, no, that's it.
Okay. You start to hear more and more snarls coming from the end of this cave as more of these things recover from the shock of fire erupting in front of them. This one approaches tacitly, but it used its action to dash.
Oh.
Aram, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna take a step to the right, and I'm gonna lob a fireball down the hallway.
Okay, where are you placing it?
Back behind them so that it preferably doesn't hit Tatsili.
Okay, sounds good.
So like right there.
Barely does not hit Tatsili. Okay, sounds good. And that is a point you can see, so that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, so all of them are gonna roll some dex saves.
Jesus.
All right. You placed it there. I believe fireball does spread around corners, right?
Yep.
Pretty sure.
Yeah,
So
it does.
the dude on the left needs to make a save as well. Okay. So we've got this one failed, takes full damage, is wiped out entirely. We got this next one succeeded, takes half damage. It's looking pretty hurt. The next one succeeded, takes half damage. It's looking pretty hurt. The next one is completely wiped away as it has now experienced 2 fireballs.
Such is life.
The next one also failed, also has experienced 2 fireballs. Is completely wiped away. This last one right next to Tassili passed and gets a bunch of fire all the way up its back, searing the skin and burning the hair, but it is still standing. And the one way off to the left passes and does not take very much damage. Anything else, Barum?
I'm gonna take a step back so that I can see this passage better, but that is all.
Okay. Scarlet.
All right, I am going to. I don't know if I had it activated before we left last time, but I'm going to use my bonus action to activate my call spirits, and I will have like a little flames aura around me. I'm gonna move forward 5, 10, 15, 20, uh, 25, 30, 30, 35 onto this dead body person guy. And I am going to cast Spirit Guardians on myself, using my right to cause my Spirit Guardians to give fire damage instead of its typical necrotic or
Radiant.
radiant damage.
Okay.
So I will click on that now. There we go. Spell, and obviously it's on myself. That's a little lopsided, but sure.
Know what you mean? Okay.
There we go. Now it's on myself.
You can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it, so I assume you do that for all your allies.
Yep.
Affected creatures' speed is halved. When it enters the area for the first episode, none of them are affected now that are in it, but at the start of their turns they will be. Okay.
Yeah, and also I've used all of my movement, so I can't even get closer to them even if I wanted to.
Okay. Anything else?
That is my action and bonus action, so no.
Vasily, back to you.
Tatsili shoves his fist into his holster and equips the mandible cutter. Then he stabifies the guy in front of him.
Okay. That's a hit. You punch directly for the chest while it's still reeling from the fireball behind it, and one of the jaws of your mandible cutter lashes out and just tears away half the rib cage, and the thing collapses to the ground.
I attack the one to the north.
Okay, that's a hit. Similar thing, but this time the other mandible comes around from the side and just tears in far enough to sever the spine, and the thing collapses.
Woo.
Bonus action, reload.
All right.
Pass turn.
Very good. This one here has now spotted you. And it's going to try to make some attacks. And by attacks, I mean singular.
Lovely.
As it charges at you and tries to bite, it gets a 9.
That will not hit.
You just hold out the hand that has your mandible cutter in it, and it kind of gnaws on the metal of it, but doesn't realize that it's not getting through. All right. This creature here is currently chanting at the portal. The one to your left, Tatsili. It looks at you approaching and then just begins praying even harder, it seems.
There is spiny thing is chanting, I will crush it.
As you say that, a flare of energy leaps from its mouth into the portal, and the portal begins to spin more. And out come. You start to see bodies pile out of the portal ahead of you here.
Oh no.
It is summoning more ghouls from the big door in the air.
After a few come out one by one, you see it stop, and its eyes go wide, and it stops praying immediately and actually grabs at the fire and tries to close it. As the fire shrinks, an armored hand reaches through and begins to tear it open from the inside.
Tatsili gives up trying to describe what's happening.
Uh-oh.
That didn't work out as I planned, but that's fine.
Why? Excuse me?
What does your L5 see?
A new
You
target
bitch.
has entered the combat.
Target? Fuck you.
And then the portal closes behind it.
Oh,
I can't see what it is.
I can see the top. I now understand.
As this creature now runs from what it has seen approaching.
Oh. Oh, wait. Maybe he's on our side.
Fanta, you're up.
well, there goes the turn I had planned, which was dispel the portal. Fanta is still injured from the previous fight, so he will creep forward. 5, Oh,
There we go.
interesting.
All right, good.
Oh, I
I'm gonna
forgot to
take
enchant my omen. Fuck.
2 more steps forward, 1 and here.
I'm gonna start deleting dead bodies just so there's less clutter.
Alright, I'm in the map elementals.
I'm assuming that there's not going to be much looting going on, so
Ooh, that's a lot of people piled into one close area. And
It
I
is.
still have a fireball.
All right, don't screw us over that much.
What do you mean, screw us over?
It's PvP.
Alright, let's do a fun one. I will point at the ceiling of the chamber. Right?
okay. Ceiling is about 15 feet high in that chamber.
Yep, right about here. Yeah, right about here. I'll point to the ceiling and I will cast daylight.
Okay.
Oh no.
Right about here, how much light does daylight provide?
Daylight provides a 60-foot radius sphere of light, bright light, and dim light for an additional 60 feet. So
Alright.
60 bright, 60 dim.
I'm gonna place that there, but if you get a template for that, it might have a fancy effect. I'm not sure if it will or not. But at least the room is lit now.
Put it right here.
Doesn't look like it did, but okay. I will just make this one fancy while you take the rest of your turn.
And that is my action. I can't heal myself as a bonus action. So I will just lean back into the wall as my excitement has caused me to bleed more.
All right,
Oh my gosh.
there we go.
It burns. I
Duma,
tried to get away and it did nothing.
you
Are
have
these demons? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
you have emerged from the portal. You may take your turn.
Alright. Are these demons already frightened of me?
Yes.
Why do you? Why?
Alright.
Why do you have gore feet?
So as I reach out of the portal, I draw back my chain axe and swing it down at the demon to my right.
Go for it.
21 to hit.
That's a hit. Certainly.
For 21 damage.
Your chain axe tears through the body entirely, cleaning the into in one hit.
Alright, and then I swing down to the one below me.
All right.
Roll 1 for a 9. Alright. Missed that one. And
Right.
then, just
Yeah,
for
unfortunately.
effect, I let out a terrifying roar.
All right.
So, if they weren't already afraid, they need to make wisdom saves.
Cool.
Alright.
And yeah, that one that you murdered is real well murdered.
And I grab its head.
Perfect.
Well murdered.
This one is immediately going to run away, and then realize that it's heading towards you guys. Doesn't realize that there are spirit guardians ahead of it, though. It's too stupid for that. So go ahead and roll your spirit guardians damage.
Oh, sure thing. Give me 1 second to find it again on my...
It is just running away from the threat that has emerged.
Damage. 34. No, it's doing that weird thing. Sorry.
Where
It's
it does
15.
both damage types. 15
We'll do the
damage.
fire damage, if that makes any difference.
Fire damage. It does not appreciate that as the spirits tear through its flesh and begin to sear it away. It kind of writhes, but it's still standing.
Aw, sad.
Okay, and it's going to use its remaining movement to jump back from that and now look terrified of both directions. Yato.
All right, cool. I will start chanting my omen because I forgot to start doing that last turn. Then move. Oh, come on, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet there. Make an attack with the thing, my V broadsword, on
They both
The
look
one-
pretty equally hurt on your left and right.
that's the one further from Tessiely.
Okay, that's a hit.
13 and then omen.
This one is cowering before you. It has both arms up in front of it, and you cleave through both of them as you murder it.
No damn. Hell yeah. And then second attack is going to be to reload the V broadsword.
Okay, perfect. And you used your bonus action to chant, so Julius, you're up.
Okay. Boy, I'm getting like repeat notifications. That was my turn.
Yeah, it was too.
Yeah.
Oh,
same.
weird.
Moving up, and I can finally make an attack. Loving it. Bam, hit him with the boom hammer.
Okay, that is a hit.
Fucked him up real good. 13 damage.
Okay, yep, that one dies.
Oh my god.
As
Yeah, it's
you
really
swing
doing
the
that.
hammer and you eject a cartridge on impact and just completely blow out its chest into gore behind it.
Okay, so I forget. Okay, since I'm just out of reach of any others with melee, I think there was some rule where I could do a cantrip in addition to a regular.
Yes, you have war
Regular
magic.
attack?
So if you did,
Yeah.
I believe it's actually if you use your action to do a cantrip, you can bonus action attack. So if that was your intention, I'll allow
Be my
that.
bonus
Yeah,
action?
that's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, so and I'm gonna use just my free object interaction to reload that for next time, and then we'll just do a firebolt at the. You know, I'm gonna do this one up on like the front left here, where my
Okay.
cursor is.
Sounds good.
So let's do a little attack.
That is a hit.
Before.
Yep.
And 9 fire damage.
You drill it directly into its chest, which leaves like a bit of a cavity behind, but it's still standing.
No, I'm loving it. All right, and I'm just gonna scoot up another 5 feet to give people room.
All right.
And that's it.
Back to Eleora. I tried to disable the turn notifications, so hopefully they're less annoying now. Eleora, you're up.
Alright. Eliora is going to move up. And start taking out. She's gonna fire one at. It's not working. This guy.
All right.
All right.
So bonus action scene, and then. Oops, I did that as a self roll. By accident.
That's a hit. You can confirm crit if you want. Oh, still a hit. Whew.
Alright, that's your turn.
All right, that one. You raise your elemental blast, and you take just an extra second to aim it this time. And though you don't get a critical hit, you hit directly under its neck, and you see a hole bored through its neck, which obliterates the spine, and it collapses to the ground.
Nice.
All right, this one is going to run from you, Numa. So you may get an attack of opportunity if you wish.
Bet.
attack of opportunity. Oh, wrong window. There we go. Swing me swing, 10 to hit.
Unfortunately, this one seems to be really good at evading you, and it does manage to get away. It's going to run down to Julius and, in a panicked frenzy, attempt to bite. An 18 to hit.
I'm going to use my reaction to shield.
All right, you bring up an arcane barrier just before impact, and it tries to chew through it, but to no avail. This one is going to approach Tatsili, and with the light behind it, it attempts to bite you. With a natural one, it unfortunately does not succeed.
It did its best.
This one here is also going to flee.
I'll lamely look upon it.
And it's actually going to throw itself down here.
Aww.
You hear a squeal and then a thud on impact, and the squeal stops.
I feel bad now.
This one is going to try and tear through Tassili to escape. Rolling a 10 to hit, which I assume misses.
Nope.
Aram.
Yes, it missed.
Again, to wander my way up here 15 feet, and how close is that? 60 feet. I'm going to hit it with the firebolt.
Okay. Yep. That you've got enough of an unobstructed view here, so 24 does hit.
All right. For
All right.
5 fire damage, and I'm gonna wander back this way.
You manage to take it out as your firebolt impacts it, and it doesn't totally tear it apart with just 5 damage, but the other wounds it suffered throughout this combat, it finally doesn't have any more endurance and just collapses to the floor. Scarlet.
All right. I will move up 5. Fucking walls. 5, 10, 15. All right. 20. 25. I won't be frontlining. Thank you for moving my spirit guardians.
Sure.
So I will just cast a spell instead. Let me... Oh, I thought I'd be able to run up and hit them, so give me 1 second to find my spell.
No worries.
I will cast... I'm going to cast Earth Ripple on the one directly kind of in front of me, between me and Kieran's character.
Okay.
That's not fire themed.
Shush. They have to make a dexterity saving throw, and if they fail, I am going to have them be pulled into the... no, I'm gonna have them impaled by a spike of earth. Yeah.
Okay. They rolled an 8, which I assume is a fail.
Yeah, that's most definitely a fail.
Unless you have a really negative stat modifier, that will be...
So they take roll...
Unless you have a 3 in your main stat.
Alright, so they take 17 piercing damage as a spike of earth just
All right.
erupts from underneath them.
The ground rumbles beneath their feet, and they try to jump away, but unfortunately that act of jumping really screwed them over, as you predicted it. And they leap back, the spike goes right up under their chin, and they are dangling from the spike of earth now, completely dead.
My god, I fucking love it. Alright, that's
It is an amazing spell.
Thank you. I think it's specifically for this class, too.
Yes.
That's why it doesn't actually roll anything, because they're just copy-pasted. I end my turn.
Okay. That's silly. There's a spike of earth hanging a demon in front of you.
I shrug and run past it.
Alright.
I throw a glance at Numa. Does he look like a bad boy?
Roll an insight check. He looks like a bad boy, but
He's the bigger threat.
everything's also very afraid of him.
Alright, 50-50, I go for him. High, I go for him. Low, I go for Spiny Boy.
Alright.
Numa it is.
You figure... Alright.
I mandible cutter him.
Yep, you figure if everyone's afraid of him, you know a little bit about demons, and they tend to be afraid of their superiors. So you go for him. A 24 is a hit.
Does the spikes happen there
The spikes.
on the plate?
Yes. So... No, unarmed strikes are natural
weapons.
weapons.
Literally
Yeah, never
get
mind.
Gorfine's armor.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Fuck you.
And make
So-
the second attack. Yes.
So Numa, you are so used to these demonish creatures attacking you with their claws that you raise up your spiked fists ready to intercept the blow, only for the mandible cutter to eject a blade around the side and tear into your flesh.
Ooh, yeah. 11 damage. All right.
The second blade comes around, but you saw the first one. You're aware of what this can do, and you managed to deflect this one this time.
Pass turn.
All right.
How did you get Gorfine's armor, you fuck?
Magic.
There
All right,
are no
from the
spiky
corner.
boys.
This thing prepares flames in each of its hands, then it lashes out twice towards Tatsili. Does an 18 hit?
It does.
You take 11 fire damage. And then again, a 17.
That will not hit.
Alright, so feeling the first one hit your back while you're engaged with Numa, you spin around to deflect the second, but you do take a bit of damage. Fanta, you're up.
All right. Seeing my allies engage the big man, I will go ahead and what does it look like he's wearing?
He is, well, it looks like he's wearing quite a lot of blood and gore. He's got very old looking armor in a style you've not seen made in quite a long time, covered with spikes and modified with pieces of demon flesh and hide.
Does it look like it's metal?
It looks like it's metal.
Oh my god.
I will
love
heat
you
it.
guys.
I mean, it's very metal.
That's why I chose it.
Yeah.
No matter. This one cooks too. They all burn.
Jesus
So go ahead and
Christ.
make a con save, Numa. I believe that's part of that. Or that's only for if you
con?
drop it, right? If you can drop it.
Let's see.
Oh wait, I don't need to roll an attack.
Oh no.
Okay. Any creature in physical contact with the
Yeah,
object takes
yeah.
2d8 fire damage when you cast a spell. So you take 14 fire damage.
Oof.
Alright. You must succeed if it doesn't drop the... Okay, so you do need to make a con save. And if you don't drop it, you have disadvantage on attack rolls until the start of your next turn.
It says if it can.
Right. If it can, but it still says after that if it doesn't drop the objects. So implying if you can't drop it, that still affects it.
Yeah.
What's your DC?
14, anyway.
Oh, 14, yeah.
Okay, so you're able to act freely, Numa.
All right.
You passed that part of it. So this cave has already been filled with the just rancid smell of burning unnatural flesh, but it smells even worse now, as this suit filled with ancient gore of demons that has never been cleaned now burns.
Yes.
Yikes.
Not to mention the other burning smells coming from it.
Indeed. Anything else, Fanta?
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that was
Okay.
plus the statement was the only thing.
Numa, you're being attacked.
Yeah. I will shout out something along the lines of, "What in hell's name are you doing?" And then I'm going to rotate around Tatsili and fire my shotgun into this little fiery boy.
Okay, so to be clear, you had your axe out, so this is object interaction to draw the shotgun.
Yes.
Okay.
Can anyone else hear my mother yelling?
No.
I can.
right.
Okay. As long as someone else can.
And oh yeah, I will use the normal attack. I didn't.
Yeah, the
know all
versatile
rules
is
on
for the
this.
cone, sorry.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
normal attack. A 17 does hit.
All right. For 9 damage.
All right.
Wow, did I actually manage to roll 2 1s? That's amazing.
Unfortunate. If only great weapon fighting worked on two-handed ranged weapons.
Oh, is that how that works? Okay.
Will it work if you hit them with it?
Yes. I'd allow it, but it would be improvised. Okay, so you've taken 1 attack.
And I will take my second shot
All
at
right.
this main guy.
Fire the second barrel. That's a hit.
24 to hit. 14 damage.
All right, a bit higher on that one.
That compensated, yeah.
We'll just say you pull up the shotgun and fire both barrels at once then. As just a torrent of metal shreds out towards this devil as it tries to hide, but gets completely torn apart. Anything else, Numa?
Can I reload it with my bonus action?
If you still have your bonus action and it can be reloaded with one, yes.
Yep. Object interaction, bonus action, or in place of an attack.
Perfect.
So I will crack the breach open and shove 2 more shells in and close it up.
Perfect.
The axe is also empty at the moment, but
Yato. Mr. Chanting Paladin Man, Yato
Oh
himself.
shit! Sorry.
Jado
He was chanting too loud, he couldn't hear you.
chanting
He had his
intensifies.
palapods.
I will move this way. 10, 15. Are there any more demons?
There is one to your southeast that you ran past you. Between you and Julius.
Wait, what?
There should be. I don't know if maybe Foundry did
I'd
something
say-
weird.
Oh,
with-
he's just in complete darkness and I can't see
Oh,
him.
yes. There is
Alright.
darkness where you are.
All right, there he is. So I will attack him. Probably a disadvantage.
He is in darkness, and if you don't have dark vision, then yeah.
Yeah.
Just move you there, but yes, you may still attack.
All right. Attack disadvantage. That's a hit.
That is a hit.
After Omen chant.
Yep. How many chances has been this?
That's the second because I forgot
Second.
on the first turn.
Right, I was gonna
Unless
say
you want
round-
to give it to me.
No, it's round 3, but you forgot on the first. So yeah, that is the second
Yeah.
chance.
Oh, honey, I don't even need it,
No, you don't. No.
but I'm gonna do it anyway. So
You draw back the sword. You know roughly where this creature is, so you just swing wide around Julius as you charge forward. And it doesn't matter. Your sword's so long, you cleave the entire square as you walk by, and just you hear 2 thuds hit the floor as both halves of its body hit the ground.
wonderful. And then I will, as I walk by, reload my sword for
Okay.
my second attack.
Perfect. Julius, you just witnessed carnage directly in front of you, but that was the last remaining of the small fiends around here.
Okay. No, having witnessed the interaction in front of me,
Yes.
I'm gonna just kind of horizontally raise my hammer in the air and then yell across the room, "Hey, Iron Giant! If you don't mean to fight us, put your hands in the air right now, or else these fuckers are gonna kill you, I swear."
Just as a little bit more context, sorry. There is still one more big boy in the area, but all the little boys are dead.
There's another demon.
Yeah, you
Okay.
saw somebody down around the corner to your left fire 2 beams of fire at Tatsili last turn.
Oh, okay, then.
Those 2 beams could have come from a shotgun, though.
They could have. That's
Hard to
true.
see.
I don't know, you kind of look like a shotgun.
Let me creep up here then.
All right.
All right.
You see a devil cowering in the corner.
Oh, good thing I've got one more square of movement. Let's go, big man.
It's
All right. Boomhammer the first.
All right.
So I'm gonna name my son.
That's a hit.
16. Yeah, I'm fucking on him.
He looks pretty hurt as you swing the hammer and just crack several of the spines that are across his shoulder completely off his body.
I just yell 1 after that, and then object interaction, attack again.
Okay. Yep, you reload real quick, swing the
Oh.
hammer again. That's a hit.
Oh, yeah, it is. 2!
You swing around the other side and clean the spines off that shoulder too. as scale-like needles hit the floor around it, being shattered from its body. Anything else?
That's all that's in the tank.
Eliora, there's been a lot of gunfire and shouting up ahead, so you assume this isn't over yet.
Alright, we'll move on over.
I'm back. What did I miss?
Julius is beating down on the devil to the south.
I like it. I like it. Wait, whose turn is it?
Eliora's.
Okay.
Alright, Eliora is gonna do her normal thing and
Go for it.
fire off something at advantage.
That's a crit. There it is.
Yeah. Woo!
All right. How do you want to do this?
She's just gonna raise both hands above her head and just fire a giant beam through between the eyes of the creature.
All right. This thing is scared of Julius, and it's currently trying to beg him to let it go, or at least beg him to let it leave the area of Numa. And then from over Julius's shoulder, a beam of light pierces its skull, and its arms go limp before it sags to the floor. All right. The only one standing is Numa. So I will just ask, instead of going through in an initiative order, I'm gonna let you guys handle this socially here, and if attacks are needed, we'll go back into attacks. So I'll go ahead and ask first. Then, does anyone intend to attack Numa this next chance they get, or does Numa intend to attack anyone? Okay. So before Tassili does, then I'm going to allow Barum and Scarlet to attempt to do what they do if they were going to do anything different, since they are ahead in initiative. So Barum, the gunfire ahead and shouting has pretty much ceased at this point, though people still look tense. It's not over yet.
All right, I'm gonna walk about 15 steps over in this direction. I see nothing. I'm gonna walk 15 feet this way.
Okay. Barum trusts that his comrades will handle it. Scarlet. Everyone, a few people still look pretty aggressive, and Numa is still tense as well, kind of sitting there with his shotgun and chain axe.
And currently under the effects of heat metal.
Yes.
Yeah, big man's armor is currently smoking.
Alright, I will step 5, 10, 15, and move my little... actually I'll move 5, 10, so he's not in Spirit Guardians right away.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and be civil and say, you there, who are you?
I'll allow Numa a quick second to respond.
I am the Slayer Numa.
Okay. Tassili, you're up. You may do what you do if you are not yet convinced.
Well, that certainly sounded like a demon announcing his title to me. So
Yeah, that sounds kind of sus to me.
They didn't know it meant Demon Slayer.
I don't believe a 16 hits.
No. AC of 18.
So
I'm gonna
Numa,
use my bonus action to give all my allies within 1 second. How? 10 feet. 3 temporary HP.
all right. So Numa, you were able to quickly deflect Tassili's attempts at harming you, even though you're under the dreadfully painful effects of heat metal. And then he seems to be trying to defend his comrades. Fanta.
Fast turn.
Alright, heat metal is...
You can use the bonus
Oh,
action
fuck,
to
it is
continue
constant. It is concentration. Alright. No.
Would that have ended daylight?
No. Daylight is not
No?
concentration.
Fair enough. Double checking.
I'm gonna creep up with the rest of my team, and he's feeling a little scrapped up at the moment, so I will simply maintain heat metal and cast Cure Wounds on myself at first level.
Okay.
So to maintain heat metal.
7 fire damage to Numa as Fanta reaches out and just closes a fist, and the flames flare up again.
And I will heal 11 hit points.
Numa, these guys aren't backing down.
All right, I holster my shotgun, and put my hands up and say, "Hold."
Yato,
Oh,
are you convinced?
I think it's an action to use Divine Sense. Yes, action. Does he register as a celestial fiend or undead?
Numa, do you register as a celestial fiend or undead?
Be pretty funny if he was a tiefling.
Because I don't think you ever actually told me what lineage you chose, so that's a question. Numa? Oh, Numa is muted. They might have had to step out for a sec.
Oh no.
Was I really? How long?
Not long.
Okay, you heard when I responded before.
Yes.
Okay, when did I get muted? I do not respond. I'm not a celestial fiend at Red.
Okay.
It's the one we talked about.
Oh, yes. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll be like, well, he doesn't smell like a demon.
Oh, he actually kind of does smell like a demon.
Yeah.
There's a
Alright,
lot of
well.
demon flesh, but you don't get any demonic aura or anything from him.
He wears the trappings of them, but I think he steals his strength from them.
Julius.
All right.
Numa has
I'm
appeared to put away his weapons like you had suggested previously.
Okay. I'm just gonna take a step towards him then, and say, "You're here to fight the demons, yeah?" I want to give him a chance to respond.
He may.
Yes, I hunt all the demons. They're terrified of me.
And are you here to hunt people like us?
You don't look like demons.
I'm then just gonna turn over to my comrade and say, "Oi, leave him the fuck alone. Take a second."
All right. Is anyone
Toss my hammer on the ground.
not yet convinced?
Tatsili will no longer attack once he holstered his weapon.
Okay. Fanta, I believe, is the only one still actively harming him then.
I will hesitate for my own sake. We were told to burn all who reside here. Why is he different?
That is
He did not reside here. He was summoned.
a
Somehow.
lot of other things that were summoned too.
They
I
were
wouldn't say
all-
it was summoned.
I'll hesitate another moment and then drop the.
All right.
Very well.
We are out of combat. You may move freely.
I shove off of Tatsili and push back.
Anything
are
else
all of
down
you?
there? I'll yell down the hallway, still watching the door to make sure nothing comes through it.
Door has not moved.
You
Cassidy,
can come down.
I'm now stuck.
Oh, whoops.
Tatsili leaps
daylight-
down in the pit.
The daylight above is shining down into the pit a good ways, and you can see quite a few bones and the fresh corpse of one of the things you've most recently fought lying on top of them. It's maybe a 50 or 60 foot drop.
That's the.
Serves it right, coward. I toss its companion's head across the room.
slams against the wall and rolls a bit.
Where did you come from?
Where did I come from?
Yeah, the Slayers don't deal with names so much. They just murder. They murder the evil.
The place I come from has no name. It's simply a pit of
Silly.
demons.
All things have
Oh, this doesn't
names.
sound much
Even I
better.
have a name. I am Tathsili.
Hello.
What are you? No, you came through with the others, so they opened the door to where all the evil was to pull it through. But you were there also, and I saw they did not want you coming also, but you came through.
To a being such as them, I appear to be a great evil.
Does that mean you are a friend to them? No. I don't think they think you are evil. That would be silly.
I'm sure there are beings that would consider you evil.
Yes.
I just have one question. Do you wish to cleanse this world of their ilk?
This and any other.
Then I think you were fine with him.
Alright, we have a mission to fulfill. I suggest we move forward with it. If we're not going to cleanse this one.
Sounds like he wishes to cleanse as well.
I'm gonna throw another cure wounds into myself.
All the party can have 3 temporary HP. I'll scoot around in bonus action to give people that.
Why does literally every path collide with at least one wall?
You're stuck now. This is your life.
I literally hate it.
It's beautiful.
I do recommend moving around with arrow keys. It does help. I got
That's
you.
fascinating.
There you go.
I
Well,
was
then-
stuck in an L shape.
A
Yeah.
soothing cold wind emanates from Tathsili's skin, and everybody who was all hot and sweaty from the fighting feels a delicious tropical cool breeze.
Very nice.
Ooh, yummy.
Joy.
You're all reminded of the cold air that you breathed before entering this place.
You said you are here to cleanse. Who are you?
We are a pyre of Church of Flames? Was that what it was?
Congregation
Sorry.
of the Inferno.
Congregation of the Floor. Fuck.
So basically
Of
the
the-
Church
of
of
the
Flames,
bah,
but
fuck.
more pretentious. Yes.
My words don't work. Yeah. We're a pyre of the Congregation of the Inferno. And you?
Numa, you've heard of the Congregation of the Inferno. It probably wasn't long since you've last dealt with them, but you've never seen them be quite this efficient.
Well, I am Numa. That is all. I have demonstrated I am a slayer.
That you have. Um,
I casually reload my axe. Shake some of the gore off of it.
well, Slayer, you know a thing about getting through big doors?
Yes.
You're in with me then. And I'm gonna move back to the door.
Were there any other exits or entrances to this room?
There's the pit you saw over there, and a couple of you glanced down at. Some of the daylight from Fanta's daylight spell is gleaming down there, but that seems to be mostly just bones and corpses.
Nothing in this?
Not that you can see.
Okay. Well, I can't see shit.
Oh, fair. So yeah, I'll not that you can see that.
Alright.
Still applies.
And I will start heading towards the door with the others.
Right. Tassili has arrived at the door, as have many of the rest of you. Would anyone like to give it a look?
Like, look at it.
All right. You may roll an investigation check. Do you have dark vision?
I have light just around me.
Oh, perfect.
Not that that helps me see the door any better.
Yeah, you see the part that was like a chunk broken off by Julius earlier. Seems like this thing is pretty crudely made. You could try breaking it down further if you want.
It doesn't look like the door that we found in the southern passage.
Nope.
I would like to try breaking it down.
Go ahead and make an attack. Roll damage. You punch with your mandible cutter, and another blade just cleaves into the rock, and another chunk falls off. Seems like you could whittle away at it over time.
This is a big door. Does anybody have anything more efficient than punching? You had rocks and magic earlier. Could you just use that to rip it away? Who was that? Was that Scarlet? I don't remember. It was all happening very fast.
I couldn't hear any of that. That was so quiet. What are you asking?
What
Sorry.
are you?
Is somebody able to use magic to get through the door?
Oh, you want me to do that? Oh.
Let me try to figure that out.
I don't have a door.
I will
Spell.
cast nothing. I'm out of third level spells.
Does anybody have a large hammer or something I could use to break the door down?
Well, I mean, I'm carrying this warhammer. Not the best with it, though.
Could say locked and loaded. Here you go, pal. I got my boom hammer.
Thank you. I'm familiar with this weapon, I assume.
This isn't, I mean, it's a hammer. You're definitely familiar with the hammer part of it, but this looks a bit more sophisticated than most of the weapons you've dealt with. It seems that since your previous time here, technology has advanced a bit.
I take a look at it, sort of whatever trigger mechanism. How do I fire this?
It's loaded. You just swing away, and it'll blow real good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
It blows real good.
Yep.
It blew us all.
I'm
away.
glaring at your. Don't talk
Go
about
ahead
Sandra
and-
like that.
Go ahead and just roll a d20 and then add your strength and proficiency. All right. And then the damage on the boom hammer was what again?
Ooh,
That was 3d6 plus strength.
3d6. Yeah.
So go ahead and roll that, Numa.
Plus my strength.
All right. You reel back the hammer, and you're unfamiliar with it, but still, you.
Is this a great weapon? With 2 hands?
It is, yes. So you can reroll ones and twos.
D6.
All right,
so that's 18 instead.
18. You aim for a spot where one of your new comrades already swung, and right at the point of impact, you pull the trigger, and the explosion rings out and some rubble. It's the other side of the door. You pull the hammer back, and there's now a hole in it, about the size of a fist.
Reach through and try to turn the handle from the other side.
All right. Make me a dexterity check. So you try to fumble around and find what you're looking for.
Oh, baby.
Right. You get all the way up to your shoulder with your arm, and you reach around, and you find... That doesn't feel like a normal rock. You pull on it, and then the door shifts under your weight inward slightly.
Pull my arm out. And
Yep. You manage to open the door.
Who just gave this to me?
That was me, buddy.
Oh. Still can't tell who that is. Kieran is...
Julius.
Not
Julius.
Gato. Oh, Julius. Okay, great. Julius, rather. Sorry, there are a lot of Julius characters in my literary past. Thank you. It's an excellent weapon.
Before
Yeah,
you,
damn right.
you see a trail of blood leading down a staircase.
Oh.
Let us go.
Ooh,
We know what we are here
yes.
for.
Yeah,
Does this remind me of Demon Blood?
If you walk down the stairs, you should, I hope, be moved to the next map
Whoa, whoa,
automatically.
whoa.
I have to assume that every single
Wait for the light to
substance
catch
reminds
up.
you of Demon
Yep.
Blood.
Yeah,
Does
let
this
everybody.
wall,
Once you get down there, try and let everybody catch up, please. Before we.
does this wall to the south
Uh-oh.
of the room look suspicious at all? It looks kind of crumbly like the doorway.
I'll be honest, it would have, but we are running out of time, so we're gonna ignore that.
Great.
I deleted that as a thing. Yep. Okay. So everybody should be down here. I'm gonna activate that so that the camera catches up, hopefully. Oh, okay. That needs to be refreshed. There we go. Okay. So, at the bottom of the stairs is a door. You can see the handle to this one. On the other side, you hear chanting, much like what you heard before.
More chanting.
I'll be quiet this time.
Thank you.
Numa, you wanna go first?
No problem at all. What the heck? Oh, I see.
Yeah, the staircase is a trigger for
Yeah, I
movement
should have
to-
known that.
move you between the maps.
Careful, you might go up the stairs by accident.
Sure, what I did.
When you trip up the stairs really hard.
You see blood in here, and you see the soft light of some sort of magic ritual in the middle. As
Oh,
someone
careful.
is. Oh, okay. Can we?
I'm sorry, I don't know
I
what I'm
put up my
supposed to
hand.
Sorry. I'm sorry,
Okay.
I went the wrong way.
Let's just get everybody down there again, please.
I
See if we
put up a
can-
hand to signal stop.
Okay.
There we go.
I signal something huge, and then I point in the direction of the thing I'm seeing.
All right. Before you see a ritual being completed by well, only Numa can see it right now. A very large figure who is, and also across the way, I believe you'd be able to see. No, you what's your dark vision
No,
range,
not
Numa?
quite. It's hold up.
Probably 60.
There, probably.
So you
I
actually
have a
can see
lot of
farther.
windows open
There
right
you go.
now.
Another target over there praying
All right.
very intently. It looks up at you, then looks back down and begins praying harder. The large figure gets up off his knees and approaches you.
Like in a cute kind of way.
You shall not interrupt our work. Your Akkad will come to us. Stand back if you value your lives. And we will get to you later. You may have precious extra seconds if you follow our instructions.
I
Disagree,
think we will
and I
interrupt
rush.
your work.
Okay, we're gonna enter initiative. As you rush, this creature picks up a scythe from his belt and flings it at the praying creature on the other side, cutting it clean in half, and its blood spills out.
That was probably a sacrifice. Wait, that's Leroy. Sorry.
Many characters.
A robotic voice booms from the heavens. It was probably a sacrifice.
There we go.
Oh.
As the 4 cages with crystals in them there begin to shine with light, and something begins to flicker into place in the middle of the room. We will now enter initiative.
I'm very scared of the city of Ithaca, New York. Or whatever.
So I have advantage on initiative. So
That should be tracked. If not, go ahead and
Okay.
reroll it, and we can It doesn't look like it worked properly, so.
Okay.
Yeah, just roll another 19. Much better. Okay, I'll edit yours manually then.
Thank you.
And I will roll for everyone else. Okay, so Eliora, you are up first.
Okay. Eliora is going to. Let's see if she can get a better vantage point. Oh, okay. That's the big boy. I am going to just throw a classic Eliora special at it.
Go for it.
And then run away.
That's a crit. Whew. Big hit.
Dang.
Damn, son.
Big crit.
You lean around the corner as Numa is distracting it and fire a beam. It goes right underneath Numa's armpit and strikes this creature as a complete surprise, and it does quite a bit of damage to it. Anything else, Eliora?
That will be her turn.
Okay. All right. The hulking figure ahead of you roars and it plants its scythe on the ground, and the earth begins to ripple and form into another smaller scythe, which immediately flings out towards Numa. Numa, make a dexterity saving throw.
Even that seems a little low. 14.
That is unfortunately, a fail. Right before impact, as you're ready to block it, it shreds into a bunch of stone shrapnel. Dealing 20 points of slashing and necrotic damage combined.
Ooh.
Alright. And specifically 9 of that was necrotic.
Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. Apologies. And you begin bleeding from that same wound that you were just struck from. You feel like you might be able to take a second to try and stop this bleeding, but there's some foul magic at play, and if you don't stop it, it's gonna keep hurting.
A second, like a bonus action?
It's going to take you an action to try and apply a medicine check to stop the bleeding.
Oh, gotcha. Well, hopefully someone in this party can heal, because I'm not going to do that.
Also, there we go, do that, another consumes it. Cool. Then it's going to run up here and try to swing at you with its scythe.
You sure it doesn't want to use its hand?
Nope. Unfortunately, it does miss. You are now on the defensive after receiving so much pain. Aram, you're up. You can now see this hulking figure trying to tear Numa apart.
I say he's trying to tear Numa.
Yes.
That was bad.
Yeah, no.
I applaud you.
Barum.
Yes. I would like to cast Scorching Ray at it.
Go for it.
Ooh, at 8th level?
Not quite, unfortunately. Spell 14? Wait, it is 3 rays, right?
Yep. 14 is a miss.
Alright. 15.
Miss.
11.
Fortunately, you try to aim over your companions here, but it's a pretty hard shot to make, and all 3 shots miss.
Alright. Pass turn.
Tatsili.
Those blue lights are pretty funky. Do they stand out to me as anything special?
Roll an insight check. They're glowy rocks, and this
Understandable.
thing seems to want to defend them. That's all you can really tell.
I go rage. I get to move 20 feet.
Yep.
Then I move up. And I smash.
Go for it.
Becky.
Miss.
You let me smash.
Dim smash.
Does that hit?
That is a hit.
Oh, that should have been 12.
Should have been 12 damage, you mean? Oh, from rage. Got it.
Yes. And then I will pass turn.
All right. Numa, you're up.
All right, I will rotate down a couple spots just to give more people the chance, and then I will draw back with my chain axe and swing in once, pressing the blade in.
I'm also going to do 8 extra damage from overwhelming might. Sorry.
Okay,
Nice.
8 extra damage.
So that's a normal attack, 23 to hit,
That's
I
it.
can't. Never mind. It's bigger than me.
18 damage.
Okay. Applied. I healed up the 8 again. We're good.
Thank you.
And then another attack.
That is a hit.
17 damage, or 17 to hit. Hopefully like 100 damage, 22 damage.
Big damage.
Shredding chunks of this dude out.
He does not seem to appreciate that.
I would imagine not. And then with my bonus action, I will reload the axe. End of turn.
All right. This creature moves up here, makes an attack against Tatsili. A basic bite, which it natural ones. And you can see, Tatsili, even with your passive insight, that as it attacks you, it seems terrified of the creature it is standing next to as well. Fanta, you're up.
I trust Numa a little less.
Wait, why do you trust me
Alright.
less?
Because they seem afraid of their superiors, too. Not just their
Fair.
foes.
Yeah, that's legitimate.
Hmm.
How
hurt
is
is-
anyway?
How hurt is Big Man looking?
I mean, he looks a bit hurt, but I mean, doesn't seem to care. He's kind of shrugged it off, but there are some wounds on him.
I want him gone ASAP, so I will point at him and cast Elemental Bane at 4th level.
Okay.
Choose one creature. I will make him I would choose fire, of course. He has to succeed on a con save or be affected by the spell. Each turn he takes fire damage. It'd be an extra 2d6, and he loses any resistance.
Okay, con
Is it-
save.
Not higher for a higher level? Or is it a 4th level spell?
It's 4th level.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna burn a legendary resistance. What happens if he
Oh.
succeeds?
Nothing.
Alright, save or suck.
You know what? That's worth a 4th level.
You burnt a resistance.
And as a bonus action, I will stare menacingly.
Alright.
You mean cast Bane again?
Oh,
I already cast a spell that.
oh no, that is an action. Yep. Never mind.
Alright, after your turn, this creature will approach and again attempt to bite at Tatsili. It gets a 17.
Miss.
They just can't seem to get through your armor or your barbarian flesh, I guess. I'm not sure if you're armored. You are armored. They just can't
I
seem
am
to get through
armored.
your mandible cutter and shield. All right, and now, at the end of that turn, it is going to use a legendary action to immediately recharge its ability and use it.
Oh boy.
Okay. Fanta, make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh. Hey.
Pretty good.
All right. A large amount of shrapnel flies towards you as this creature again does the same thing it did last time, shaping stone and flinging it at you. And you
Very
take...
monkey action.
You manage to dodge out of the way and only suffer some minor scrapes, and you take 9 damage. That's already halved of slashing.
Okay.
Scarlet.
All right. I am going to move 5, 10. I'm going to cast Fireball.
Please don't.
I'm going to cast it right here, because I want to see what happens if these blue things get hit.
Okay. So these
I
two
also
are
don't
going
want
to
to hit
make
my friend.
dexterity saves. One passes and will take half damage, the other fails.
Alright, the damage is 32.
Okay. One of them is completely burnt into ashes. The fire erupts outwards and hits the 2 crystals on either side in the cages there. And they begin to glow with heat and then crack a bit. Seems to have had some sort of effect.
Like a damaging effect?
And the big guy in front of you, this Hulk, snarls at you. He was not happy with what you just did.
I wish I could say I'm gonna do it again, but I can't. I can't really do that.
Wanna watch me do it again?
I'll fucking do it again. So instead I'm just gonna, chill.
Okay. The end of your turn. So he was so exceptionally unhappy with that, he's going to spend a legendary action for Implacable Advance. And he will move... excuse me. Here, and then up here. Which puts him under the map back then, but I will fix that in a second.
How much space?
On the way, he deals a lot of damage to you all as he tramples over you or shoves you out of the way while he passes.
Do we get attacks of opportunity?
You would, yes. Tassili, Numa. Yeah, honestly, anyone who he passed, which is everybody but Barum, would get an attack of opportunity if you wish to use your reaction on it.
I will.
Oh, yeah.
Flashbacks.
Yeah, right. 13 to hit.
Miss.
I'm doing mine.
20 to hit?
Blade.
Hit.
Ooh!
Alright, well, I'm gonna smite on this. So,
Okay.
normal. And then features.
Let's handle the attacks after we handle the damage from a trampling over you, because if he knocks you out with a trample, you're not going to get an attack of opportunity anyways. So you all take 59 points of bludgeoning damage. That was a very high roll. As he tramples by you, shoves you to the sides.
I'm alive. Okay, good to know.
Thank God for Death Ward.
Wait, that's
Hulking
not what
form
I wanted.
either stomps you into the ground or shoves you against the wall as he passes. He is very pissed.
I love this so much.
59.
59.
I am down.
Okay, well, yeah, ignore
Okay.
Fanta's crit because he is down.
So anyone who went down doesn't get an attack of opportunity. Can everyone else who does get an attack of opportunity please rattle off their numbers for me?
So I
Oh,
did
13.
17.
Okay, let's go down the list. Eliora, you had Death Ward, right? So you're still up. What's your attack of opportunity?
I was going to ask, would you allow a psionic power as an attack of opportunity?
Not unless you have an ability that says you would get that. No.
Okay, then I don't have anything.
Okay. Barum, you don't get one. Tassili, you get one. What did you hit for?
20 hit, 15 damage.
Thank you. 15 damage. Numa,
Oh, 13, sorry.
that's a miss.
Yes.
Fanta,
I'll
are you
reroll,
down?
I'm down.
Scarlet is down. Yato did pass you.
I'm still alive. Sorry.
That's fine. I'm just checking, and you're still alive, and it hit you, or it passed you. So, or it should have
I
passed you.
dealt a total of 22 damage.
Where is? Yeah. Oh, he's on the same spot as Eliar. Got you. 22 damage.
I got shoved into Yato, I think.
Got you. All right. Either way, that works.
I ended up deciding to Hellish Rebuke, so he can take 5
Okay.
damage.
Very good. He's starting to look pretty hurt now. And Julius, did I cover you yet?
No, you did not. And I did something pretty beefy that I'm hoping will make some plays here, because I hit him with Booming Blade and I hit 23, so that's got to be a hit.
Do you have Warcaster?
Yep, I do.
Okay. So 23 to hit. That does hit, and he takes how much damage?
So here's what correct me if I'm wrong, what I'm thinking is happening because of the move that he was doing. I'm going to do my damage, but then an extra D8 for Booming Blade, but also because he kept moving, I think that should trigger the effect.
It would.
So
He does not stop his momentum.
Yep. So let me just do regular damage on my swing. Okay, 13.
Okay.
And I'm going to do
That's the attack
another...
roll.
Yep. Another D8
I mean,
for the regular...
What was the damage roll? That was the attack roll.
Oh. Weird. Okay.
10. Okay.
Damn.
10 to start.
Then an extra 5. And then another 6.
Okay.
21 damage.
The should be 2d8 for him moving out of it, so go ahead and roll one more d8
Oh my god, yeah.
at this level, because both numbers increase by a d8.
Right. That's right. Oh my god.
Alright, one more damage. Perfect.
That's all it took.
So he tore through you all, desperately trying to stop you from interfering, and took quite a lot of damage in the meantime, but has decimated your ranks as well. And so this creature is going to use its movement to try and approach Yato.
Well, fuck, that hurt. But I'm gonna start chanting my omen anyway. And keep fucking trucking. Cause fuck you, I'm a paladin.
Oh yeah, baby.
Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna
Oh,
do the V attack. What?
no, go ahead. I'll handle it after your turn.
All right, attack. Normal. Oh, honey.
That's a hit.
Okay. Crit. All right, and then we're smiting on top of that because you know it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a second level spell. So that gets me 3d8.
Assuming you're up
Right?
here.
God.
Yep.
Yeah.
Second level spell. It is against a fiend, so yeah, you'd get the extra d8.
4d8, so 8d8. Sexy.
Crit.
That is a crit. Oh. Plus an extra 2d8 from
Oh, the
Omen.
chant. Yeah, the crit omen.
Roll. Another 6, so that's a lot of damage. Is he still alive?
So let's see. That is 70 total points of damage. Yes.
Oh my.
And he's still alive. Fuck me.
Yeah, you tear into him. There's a massive, like, gaping wound in his chest from this just explosive force you have swung across him, both divine and mechanical, as you unleash your VE broadsword. Still standing.
Well, time to meet my maker. I use my second attack to reload.
Okay.
And I'm there.
All right. At the end of your turn, it's going to use its final legendary action.
No.
Yep.
Yato, make a dex save.
Oh, fuck you. I was really hoping you'd just go for an attack. I'm
As
gonna
he
fail this shit.
slams his staff into the ground, a rock rises up and flings at you.
18?
Oh, I'm familiar with it.
I'm still gonna lose.
You
I'm still gonna
duck,
die.
and it scrapes along your armor. You still take damage, but not as much.
How much?
17 halved to 8. Yeah,
I'm
going down.
still alive. So
Thankfully, it
two.
scraped off your armor because otherwise it would have hit Julius right in the face. But the ricochet sent it up over the rest of the party.
I
Julius.
have 2 hit points.
Okay. I'm assuming that I can act on Baron's downed state, right?
Huh?
Like stand over his body.
Like, yeah, like can I move up and attack because he's just like slumped on the ground?
Yes.
Okay, rad.
I think I
All
might
right.
still be on fire, but I'm not sure if that effect ends.
He's
when I
totally
pass
using
out.
your body as a footstool, by the way.
I am getting a
Captain Morgan,
higher.
go with
Oh
your
yeah,
friends.
'cause you know I'm short and stout. I'm a little teapot come from this point.
Oh my god!
So I'm I'm going up. I'm good. I've got to use my object interaction to reload, and okay, I don't think I can use 2 attacks because I used my fucking ammo for my last booming blades. So I'm gonna just main action booming blade right off the jump.
Go for it.
Well, I wish the calculation for this was easier, but I'm just gonna swing a boom hammer. Okay, 14.
That is
so
not a
hit.
hit, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine. Because I will bonus fuck yeah, that's rough. Bonus action reload and then be ready for a full turn next turn, I guess.
Okay. The end of the round is upon us, and the blood from this combat has started to seep into the middle of the room.
Yeah.
And an arcane sigil on the floor has begun to spin up. It appears you don't have much time
Ooh.
left.
If only I could do something about that. Oh wait.
You guys got break it.
Eliara, you're up.
Urge it or something.
All she can think of to do is kill the creature in front of her.
You can certainly try.
She is going to use her last 2 side points to Scorching Ray.
Go for it.
But before that, she'll give herself advantage. I need to check if it gives her advantage on just the one.
That is a good check, yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's just next attack.
On their
So
next
it would
attack
be-
roll, correct.
Yeah, the first one will have advantage.
All right, let's see this. The legendary 8th level Scorching Ray returns, but in weaker form.
Yep, just a normal second level.
We'll see if it's as terrifying as the other one, though.
You do the same amount of damage.
That's a hit. Okay.
That was a D20?
Yeah, that was just me checking for.
Oh, checking for it. It looks like it already did it for spells. I think
Oh,
the
okay,
reason your other
cool.
one doesn't is because it's not a spell or weapon, which is weird. But...
Gotcha.
Oh, that's weird. It did 3d20 keep highest?
He's got elven accuracy.
Oh, gotcha. It's almost like that's a very strange thing.
That's why I've been rolling an additional d20 every time, because it didn't work for the feature. That's a miss. That's a hit. 2 hits. 7 damage and 10 damage. 17 total. Still standing.
That is her turn.
Okay. Going to rush up here. And it's going to try and get to its master, but Yato is in the way.
Oh no.
Does a 15 hit?
Nope.
Alright. It scratches up against your armor, but no other effect. However, it's now the turn of the thing in front of you.
Uh-oh.
It's
I'm dead.
gonna let go well.
I'm so dead.
Who is going to raise his staff, hit the ground with it, and make a dex save, please, Yato.
I have 2 hit points left, even if I make it. There's... Alright.
Let's just see what the damage does.
Alright. Yeah, full.
Raises a stone into the air, and before you can react, does 29 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Yeah.
Then, without missing a beat, brings that scythe down against Julius.
What you got for me, big boy?
A 26 to hit.
Oh man, shield ain't gonna help that. Okay.
For 24 piercing damage.
Oh, my man's gotta calm down. Still up.
All right.
Julius will remember that.
Okay. You also, Julius, start to see some of its wounds begin to close up.
No.
Bitch!
You're on multiple.
and radiant damage?
You have multiple time limits going on here. These things appear to be swarming towards the master. This one doesn't even notice you, Numa. Which, speaking of Numa, I had forgotten at the start of your last turn. Which did we accidentally skip your turn, or?
No, it's just been a while.
It's been a while. Okay.
In fact,
You were supposed to take 9 additional
Yeah.
necrotic on your last turn, and I forgot.
Yep.
So go ahead and do that.
I don't know. You forgot about it.
I remembered it on other people's turns, but didn't want to interrupt them.
That's fair.
Oh, not mine.
Aram, make a death save, please.
Right?
Narrowly avoided that natural 1. That is 1 failure. Tatsili.
Tatsili stares at the circle. Then he turns to Numa. He says, "You are the Slayer. You slay him." And then he's gonna run into the middle of the circle.
Okay.
Does the thing get an attack of opportunity?
It doesn't seem to care right now. It is rushing in the
Okay.
opposite direction. It seems to be trying to swarm towards its master that was bleeding profusely.
Alright, he is going to call to the darkness that he doesn't really understand, but is part of the reason he was exiled. And he connects with his dark conduit.
All right.
He creates a 15-foot radius sphere of magical darkness for 1 minute around him.
Okay, 15-foot radius of natural, or let's see, if I do,
The opposite.
yes, unnatural. Is it that? There we go.
There we go. And I suppose that is my turn.
Okay. As this darkness emanating from Tassili eats up the light around it, it reaches one of the crystals, and there's a slight crack. Do you have any movement left?
I do. I have enough that I could get it to touch all of the crystals.
All right. You rush up to the first one. The darkness it encompasses the crystal and it shatters entirely. You run up to the second. The second one shatters entirely. These are the two that were hit by a fireball before. You run up to the third and the fourth, and they start cracking, but they have not yet shattered. So I'm going to move the darkness down here, assuming you have moved in there. Cool. There-ish, yep. Cool. The end of Tassili's turn. This Juggernaut hits his staff against the ground, and please make a dex save, Julius, as a rock is flying in your direction. Julius.
Julius? You said?
Please,
Okay,
yes.
sorry, I missed that. Dex save?
Dex save.
Oh, goodness. Oh, wow, that was really
You
good.
managed to deflect it. You've seen him do this so many times. You already saw it coming. You take 7 bludgeoning. Already halved. It was 14. As you deflect it away from you.
I'm not doing good. All right.
Numa,
Making it work.
start of your turn
Getting
again.
my turn.
9
Yes.
more necrotic because you have not stopped bleeding.
Nah, why would you ever stop bleeding when you could hurt something?
True.
Alright, so let's see. I've got plenty of movement. I'm going to start moving, and on my way up towards him, I'm going to take 2 shotgun shots. Potential for
Alright.
attack of opportunity from Abyssal Wretch.
That one does see you go by and does care a bit since you're in the way between it and its master, so it will try to bite you. As you
Alright.
run in front of it, it misses.
Alright, and does it take damage, or only if it hits?
I think only if it hits, we'll say for now, just to make it
Let's
simple.
see. Attacking with unarmed strikes.
Okay, go ahead and roll 1d4.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Alright, it hurts
Right
its teeth
down
a
the
bit.
spike. All right. So 2 shotgun shots on the way up. Nope, that won't run a macro if it's in the thing. All right. First one. 13 to hit. I assume that misses.
That is a miss.
Second one.
That's a hit.
24 to hit. All right. Damage. Normal.
Alright.
And damage. All right. And then I will step up and action surge and take 2 swings with my axe.
Go for it. Alright, so object interaction to switch weapons. You don't have that for reloading, but
Yep,
19 does hit.
All right. 22 damage, was that? Wait, that can't be. It can be right. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
One of the
showing
4
me
d4s rerolled.
math.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and second swing. 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right. 17 slashing damage.
Alright. Where's your additional d4 coming from?
I don't know. It shouldn't be. I didn't put it there.
I'm just gonna subtract those because I don't think they should be there. That's only 3 of your damage though. Nothing
Yeah.
consequential.
Yeah. Yeah. Where are those from?
We'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Anything else, Numa?
Let's see. Bonus action to regain a D10 plus 8 health.
Alright.
17 HP. All right.
At the end of your turn, he puts a foot back on the stairs ready to charge. He's going to take a legendary action to push through the crowd.
Rip in peace.
Fucking yikes.
Everybody who is already downed in that area takes 2 failed death saving throws as he tramples over you. Everybody they
Ow.
hit is going to take... much lower damage this time. That's actually not a great roll. 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is there a save on that of some sort?
It is a... Let me double check. I believe it's just everyone he runs over, but there might be a dex save involved. Nope, he just does damage as he tramples over you.
Dang. What was that then? 27.
27.
Oh, yeah, there goes your Liz.
All right. Attack of opportunity.
Yep, and everyone who is still up after that damage may make an attack of opportunity.
So did he do another trample again?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh no.
And anyone who is already down takes 2 death saves. That is an unfortunate miss.
Can I use one of my fate dice from
We
Death
don't.
What was the damage?
We don't have any fate dice here, I'm sorry.
Sad.
Fate cannot help you now.
How much damage was it?
27.
Oh, okay.
Much lower. I rolled very high last time, very low this time. Okay.
I was just saying, if it was the same as last time, it would have just killed me outright.
Oh, okay. No, not quite that much.
Maybe just Celia can clutch this out.
What's the highest? Who has the most health in this party again?
Probably Noima.
I had well over 91, like
Fanta.
with like bonuses. Yeah.
Jesus
Destroyed me.
Christ.
It is your turn. You are down. You just took 2 failed death saving throws. Make another death save. Get that natural 20. Get up and end this.
Let's see how accurate that scream is
That is
on
a
your
success.
profile pic.
You are not dead yet. Scarlet,
I'm not dead yet.
death saving throw, please. You've just failed 2. Scarlet passes away. Yato, you've just taken 2 failed death saving throws. Make one more.
Alright. Let's see. Where's the death saving throw button? There it is. Did it? Oh, normal.
Yato has not passed away yet.
Woo.
Julius, you were still standing when he trampled you. You have no fails yet. Make a death save. It is now your turn.
Alright, gosh, I'm so sorry, I've never had to do this before. Where's the button on my sheet?
Under your
Okay,
over your
just
character
just
picture.
marking the thing. Okay,
Yeah, just
yep.
click the. All right, you have
Oh.
1 success. 1 away from standing right up, though. So close.
I know, I'm really bummed about that.
It is the end of the round. And you know what? I should have, for effect, deleted these because they were shattered. I'll do that now. Tassili, you see the 2 crystals next to you attempt to pulse with energy, but the darkness swallows them. They're not shattered yet, but they are not having the effect they normally would at this point. Eliora, make a death save. That's a success. Alright. This one is, they are all crowding around their master trying to defend him. It's now his turn. Alright. He looks into the middle and can't see through the darkness, so he's going to charge in that direction. And then he...
Nash his friends?
He's not doing the actual charge action yet, but yes. He is then going to run into the middle of the circle trying to find you, Tassili. And he stumbles across you, but he has no action economy left to attack you with. He's now in the darkness. And the other fiends try to follow. At least stay close. Baram is dead. Tassili, it is your turn. As you
All
stand
right.
there in the darkness, the remaining 2 crystals shatter.
I unfortunately have no rage because I took no damage last turn and attacked nothing. I move over here and I mandible cutter him. At advantage, because he cannot see me.
That's correct. That's a hit. Brutal. He is not looking good. That's a hit. How do you want to do this?
I am going to punch him in the throat and decapitate him as both mandible cutters come around each side and slice the head right off.
All right. None of the rest of you see this. You just hear the explosion of 2 gunshots from inside the darkness. And then this great hulking figure's head rolls out of the darkness from behind him. And then the body follows afterwards. the remaining wretches begin to flee. And I will assume that you all just deal with them swiftly. And now I will end combat and give you free control.
Beginning of my turn, I take 9 damage, and I'm going to do the fix the problem thing.
Correct. Make a medicine check.
All right. Yeah.
Fortunately, you're not successful in stopping the bleeding. Doesn't look like you have long left.
I mean, if someone can get me up, I think I have lay on hands. I don't think I've used it at all.
Rush toward anyone living and help.
So Tatsili banishes the darkness so it won't follow him anymore.
Okay, with it being free combat, should I just like roll saves until I either die or stand up?
Go ahead and at least roll. Anyone who is not dead yet, go ahead and roll at least one more death save as the other turns for people roll around.
Oh, that is not good.
Oh my gosh.
Julius fails one.
Oh my gosh.
Eliora fails one. I believe that was your first fail, though, right, Elior? Because you went down from the trample before?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll probably go to
Fanta.
zero.
Yato's still alive!
Yato is still alive. Fanta is, I believe, dead. Is that correct? Because you went down from the first trample, took 2 from the second?
That's what it says, yeah.
Oh yeah, it does say that. Fanta has died with 3 death save failures. Who is still alive?
Yeah,
Julius, 1 and 1.
Eliora is still alive.
Yato's 2 and 2.
Okay. So, you see Eliora, Julius, and Yato, I believe, are the only ones up at the moment, or still breathing.
Still
the others
breathing.
have had skulls caved in by being trampled over, rib cages completely shattered, or spines twisted around from all of that ridiculous amount of damage.
Tatsili's gonna try to help Julius.
Okay. Make a medicine check. You quickly identify where Julius is bleeding and keep that from bleeding out any farther, and Julius is now stable and will awake in a few hours. Numa, what action do you take on this turn?
Top of my turn, I take 9 damage and die.
Okay, Numa passes
Just
out.
go.
Tassili, who do you go for next?
Who looks the next most hurt? I'll go for them.
Yato!
Yato, Eliora, and Numa
Okay,
all look
I'll do
pretty hurt.
Yato.
Yato's right there.
I
Make
have
a
lay on
medicine check.
hands.
Ooh. That was a nat 1.
Unfortunately, I forget. Is that rule actually that he fails a death save from a failed medicine check?
No.
You hurt
That
him.
seems
You
right.
hurt him, right?
I'm dead then.
I want to double check this.
They never trained
That is-
Tatsili to be a medic. They said rub dirt in your wounds if you get hurt.
Stabilizing a creature. Attempt to stabilize it. No, I think that was a house rule that somebody was using before that I'm remembering. That is not a real rule. So,
Oh, really?
you
Okay.
fail. I don't see anything about that, at least. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about automatically failing a save. So, you fail to get him up this time. He's still got more rolls to make.
Yep.
Everybody who is still making rolls, make another roll. Just Yato, Eliora, and Numa now. Eliora is at 2. Numa succeeds 1.
Holy
You've succeeded 3. Tassili, you feel like whatever you did with your medicine must have worked because Yato's breathing now. And you wander away. Who are you getting next, Tassili?
I'll try to help Eliora.
Okay, medicine check. You make Eliora stable. You find you find she's choking on something and unable to breathe, and despite all the
Run,
wounds,
vertebrae.
it's not a great medicine check, but you manage to get her to cough up some of the blood that she has swallowed, and she begins breathing again. And now, Numa, death save, please.
Nick, you're muted.
Numa
Sir
has
DM.
succeeded. Yes.
I just remembered I have human determination feat.
Okay.
Trait. That lets me roll one thing with advantage.
Indeed.
Would you allow me to throw a second death save for that final fail to see if I pass
You may.
and get a chance at a third?
You may. I will allow it.
It's a 20, boys.
I really hope it is.
We said that to 2.
It's in the blood.
It is a
Alright.
pass. So,
It is a success.
I believe Fanta would look more hurt than Numa to you then, Tassili.
Oh,
All right,
Yeah, Numa's just taking a rest.
let's make Numa take an actual nap.
Character DM.
Yes.
I have the Crusader feat or Crusader thingy, and that allows me to have advantage on death saving throws.
Okay, so you
Oh
took
my god.
2 failed from being trampled and 1
I know.
from. So
Can
you can
I-
re-roll 1. Yes, you can
We
re-roll 1.
suddenly
this time.
pass into a parallel universe where everybody is perfectly okay.
Unfortunately, you failed to stabilize Fanta with that medicine check. We're gonna see if Scarlet is up though. Scarlet
Hey,
is up.
Well, I mean, I'm not up, but you know.
No, you're
Not
not completely dead yet. So let's
Eh.
see, what's the tally right now? Fanta's at 2. Numa has no fails yet. Scarlet is at 2. Fails.
Yeah, I just
So
edited it.
whoever Tassili wants to prioritize.
All right, I'll try for Numa.
Numa has 0 fails. He is the most recently down.
Okay, I'll try for Fanta.
Unfortunately, not yet. Fanta
Do not have magic
rides
hands.
here. You could either
Alright.
die or live here, depending on what you roll. It's a 50-50.
Alright. For 2.
Fanta is now stable.
Jesus.
As
Human
per-
determination.
As per our previous agreement, if Fanta lived, I would name AC after Fanta in the world. And Fanta is now officially stable. Scarlet.
I'm gonna wake up
Oh my
and
god.
stab Fanta.
Scarlet, you are at
Damn.
1 success, 2 failures. You are now at 2 successes. Tassili, Scarlet has 2 fails. Numa has 0 fails.
Okay, I'll help Scarlet.
I believe Numa needs to roll as well, though.
Yep.
Okay, you stabilize Scarlet. Numa, you have 1
Hey.
fail. Go ahead and make that medicine check, Tassili. See if you can get Numa up. All right. So, in total, Yato has been stabilized, right?
Yep.
Barum died. Julius was stabilized.
Yes, sir.
Scarlet was stabilized.
Yee.
Eliora, what was your fate?
Stabilized.
Fanta was stabilized. Numa was stabilized. Our only casualty tonight was Barum. Through some quick thinking, Tassili has managed to save the rest of you. Perhaps some of his soothing, cool air that he had used to protect you before aided him in this effort, and maybe that darkness isn't so bad after all. That's where we're going to end tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all for
This is an
participating.
amazing
Thank
team.
you.
That was a ride.
I
Holy
almost
shit.
let my character die.
I'm just
gotta
really
call
glad I got
out-
that crit off, because
Yeah,
cool.
it was
Yeah.
very close.
Rip
Holy
that
mama.
25 damage crit I missed on my fucking chain axe.
Oh no. Yeah, because you were trampled already. Yep.
Shit.
The,
How high are the ceilings in here, Jordan?
If I hit
20 to 30 feet.
Fuck, I am so mad that I didn't use my fly ability.
Oh, that would have been
before
so good.
the trample. I was so tempted between doing that and the scorching ray, but I was like, I just want to kill it.
Yeah, things could have gone a
How
few
did
ways
you get
there.
my armor?
if
You have
I
to answer
hit
this.
either of my opportunity attacks, I
So
would've gotten
sad
the
I
last
got
hit on that
trampled
demon.
immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trample was a attempt to hopefully force all of you out of the door. Unfortunately, I rolled very high on it
Hello?
in the first try.
It did not.
Pepper!
Um,
Ben!
That trample was like the most
Hi!
disruptive single turn.
That was
Yeah.
Devastating.
That did like
was
a 5 more health
300
than I
damage
had.
turn.
Literally, one shot me, even with the temp HP.
Everyone.
If I had
Yeah.
been full health, I would have had 3 health left.
yeah, that was a nasty roll. That was just unlucky.
That would have taken me down from full with temp HP.
Yeah, I would have been down. Not
Also,
from
like,
nowhere near.
Tassili doing the true play of the game, defeating both conditions
Oh,
in
yeah.
the same turn,
Yeah.
and we couldn't see.
I love how that turned out because Tassili was like the odd one out too, using a bit of ice magic, only kind of employed by the Congregation of the Inferno because he was useful in the snowy south. and ended up saving everyone and being the most valuable member. So I think that turned out
That was
very
so
poetically.
cool. I loved it.
I went
yeah.
the whole time assuming I was never going to use it because it used an action, and that would throw me out of rage. And I'm like, oh,
Worked out so well.
lovely.
That was so
Thank
cool.
you, Mr. DM.
Yeah,
Of course.
thank
It was
you
fun
so
times.
much. I gotta head out.
All right,
See ya
good
later.
night.
Night.
So, Kieran,
Yes.
um,
You stole my armor, you fuck.
not exactly. You trained me.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's fine.
Pretty much that.
Did I grant you my armor, or is it just a copy of my armor?
It is your armor. You gave it to me when you died, I think is the idea.
Okay.
It was
All right.
salvaged from the
I
corpse,
guess you
handed
didn't,
down. It's
die
a-
in a yeah. But
Meanwhile,
It
he's
didn't go
like,
with
"You
my spirit."
fucker."
yeah.
Hey, I wasn't consulted
Killed your
with this.
character and stole it.
Also, y'all haven't seen under the armor.
Yeah, so while Coralath may not have become the Doom guy he always dreamt, his legacy did live on and eventually pretty much become the Doom guy. Tearing his way
Yeah,
through hell,
shotgun.
tearing out of a portal with a shotgun and an axe.
That's fine.
That's pretty cool.
Coralath is fine with just, continuing to rip and tear into undeath.
Excellent.
Yeah,
I just assumed my armor would go with me for some reason.
Well, maybe in the next life you have it, but it's like a new life.
Yeah, alright, that's fair.
Ghost armor.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, it is worse now because it doesn't have proofing 3 anymore because Jordan decided he doesn't like that rule anymore.
Womp.
Oh, we're shifting to a new armor
Oh.
system, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think it was
it didn't save me.
that
It's-
useful.
It's
No.
mostly a reduction in complexity than like a nerf, really.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I should have asked for it to be +3 instead.
But...
That would have
Okay.
saved me life or something. I wouldn't have gone down if y'all